So we've reached the #1 spot in my personal top 5 RCRs in the Golf Club 2019, and I'm pretty sure that every single one of you can recognise that famous par 3 that's in the thumbnail there. It is a course number 7 at Pebble Beach. This version of the course has been designed and recreated in game by Bomber, and it is just an absolutely unbelievable recreation of the course. Stunning job that he's done on it. But this is the #1 spot because it is one of my all-time favourite courses, and it's always been a go-to course for me to play whenever I play a golf game. And it was actually the very first course, the first golf game that I actually played when I was younger was PGA Tour 96 back on the original PlayStation. I was never really into. I'd always watched with family and all at the odd time bits of golf here and there as I was growing up, but I was never really actually into it. And then I was in a friend's house and he had PGA Tour 96, and as I say, this was the very first course that I played, and ever since then any golf game that I've ever played, it's always been pretty much, if Pebble Beach is in it, I was playing that. That was the car. That was me all-time favourite course. So we're going to do the usual for this. I'm going to read out bits of information here and there as we go through the first few holes. We're going to be keeping everything on default as the designer set. So the fairways are going to be normal, greens are going to be soft, green speed is fast. We'll leave the wind speed and direction in the hands of the golfing gods. We are going to be playing off the blue tees, which is 7,017 yards, and we will keep it on pin set 1. So hole number 1 at Pebble Beach, 376 yard par 4, stroke index of 8. Wind is nice and calm. So obviously I know that the fairway is on a bottleneck. I would say, oh, it's dropping, it's hovering at 0 to 1. We'll just give it a little bit of fade. Not too bad, that was almost fast. Short swing line as well, but it should kick itself into the fairway. So widely regarded as one of the most beautiful courses in the world, it hugs the rugged coastline and has wide open views of Carmel Bay, opening to the Pacific Ocean on the south side of the Monterey Peninsula. In 2001, it became the first public course to be selected as the #1 golf course in America by Golf Digest. So we got 64 yards into this first green. I think just a little touch of loft on the sand wedge. The greens are soft. That's a solid swing, almost a fast though. I think my record so far for this course in game is 17 under, I think. It's either 17 or 18 under, I think is my lowest. And the winds have not been as kind as well as what they are now. So hole number 2, 526 yard par 5. It's a stroke index of 18. Wind is trying to pick itself up a little bit. That's another solid tee shot. So 4 of the courses in the coastal community of Pebble Beach, including Pebble Beach Golf Links, belong to the Pebble Beach Company, which also operates 3 hotels and a spa at the resort. The other courses at the links are Spanish Bay, Spyglass Hill Golf Course and Del Monte Golf Course. So 209 yards in, up to, so I'll call it 211. We should be alright, soft green, put a little touch of loft maybe. But we should be looking good, provided I don't screw up the tempo or anything like that. Looking good for an eagle. Alright, that's good. Can that 4 mile per hour wind take it around? I should get a little kick to the left here. Oh, not really. But, excellent look for an eagle. Going to leave us what, 13 feet, and I'd say I'll be going maybe just green line on this. Green speed is 171 actually. Go on, turn. Beautiful. So birdie eagle for a start. Bit of a crappy putt line on that, but we still got it there. So the course began as part of the complex of the Hotel Del Monte, a resort in Monterey, California, built by Charles Crocker, one of California's big 4 railroad barons, through Southern Pacific Railroad's property division, Pacific Improvement Company. The hotel first opened on June 10th, 1880. The famous 17-mile drive was originally designed as a local excursion route for visitors to the Del Monte to take in the historic sites of Monterey and Pacific Grove and the scenery of what would become Pebble Beach. So hole 3, 422 yard par 4, stroke index at 12 again. Wind is still nice and calm, but we can club it up to the driver. Should be able to hit a nice draw. Nothing too major. Oh, we got a fast as well. Actually, that's going to help us out. Take it nicely over the trees. It should be fairway bound just nicely. And yeah, that's sort of central sort of pin, I think, isn't it? So about 98 yards in. So with that little bit of wind, I think we'll club it up and we'll pretty much almost fully loft up the sand wedge. Just let that flag marker dip a little bit. Decent swing line, not too bad. Actually, it just come off to the left, so I did pull it. So a little bit shy as well. Spins back to the pitch mark. But we still have a look at birdie. 19 feet. I think we'll be going maybe 1.5. Come on, turn. No, that's missing on the left. Just a little bit too far out. So first par of the round. Just a little tap in. Keep it at 3 under through 3. As we hit on to hole number 4, 340 yard par 4, stroke index of 14. Right, wind is picked up to about 6. So I'll say about here. Should be nice. Wind should take it back around. With that fast, definitely will. So while I'm not looking at the screen, the course was designed by Jack Neville and Douglas Grant and opened on February 22nd, 1919. Neville also designed the back 9 at Pacific Grove Municipal Golf Course on the other side of the Monterey Peninsula. His objective was to place as many of the holes as possible along the rocky and beautiful Monterey coastline, and this was accomplished by using a figure 8 layout. So just a little flop shot into this green, playing about 32. Little touch of luck because it might get a little roll on it. Oh, fast. That's gone a little bit long. Or maybe not. No, that's decent. That's decent. Only about 5, maybe 6 feet. 4 feet, even better. So we'll just send that one home and take it to 4 under par. So we head on to hole number 5, 195 yard par 3, stroke index of 2, and this is a tricky pin to get at if I remember correct. Oh, actually no, I'm thinking it was the one. No, sorry, actually yeah, it is this one. There's one that's just further back. Yeah, this is a tricky one. 188 yards roughly is what it's playing to the pin, so it's going to be a 6 iron. I think we will put some loft on it. Nothing major. Just once we get it on the green, that's the main thing. At least the wind is nice and calm. So it's all down to my swing, which is not the best there. But at least it's dry. So the course was extensively revised in 1928 by H. Chandler Egan. Other architects who have worked on the course include Alistair Mackenzie and Robert Hunter in 1927, and Jack Nicklaus' creation of the new 5th hole in 1998, which, funnily enough, we're on now. So I don't think it's going to break to a full green line. We'll go to just about here. Come on, start turning for me. Beautifully judged. And that will take us to 5 under through 5. And here is one of my favourite par 5s coming up, the 6th hole. 528 yards, stroke index of 16. And it's just a fantastic one. Big drive off the tee, and then just that blind shot up to the green. So we will put it over a little bit to the right, and we'll take it fast off the tee. Nicely done. Bit of a push, but comfortably into the fast to pull it back. So on February 27th, 1999, Samuel Finley Brown Morse formed the Del Monte Properties Company and acquired the extensive holdings of the Pacific Improvement Company, which included Del Monte Forest, the Del Monte Lodge, and the Hotel Del Monte, should I say. After World War II, the Hotel Del Monte building and surrounding grounds were acquired by the United States Navy to its naval postgraduate school, and the building was renamed Herman Hall. Golf Course Histories has an aerial comparison of the changes of the course, notably the 17th hole from 1938 to 2014. So that's where I'm reading this from. So that'll be an interesting one actually to go and have a look at. Just a little historical differences. But we're left with 208 up 43, so we'll add about 14 onto that. 212, 224. This is good for 5 wood. With some loft, might just hang it up a little bit, but once we get on there, I'm happy. Oh, it's a decent swing. Just a little bit left of the pin, but if we can just sit kind of soft. The greens are soft anyway, so. Leaves us a decent opportunity at eagle. 25 feet, 6 inches down. Definitely not going to want to be too aggressive on it. Just get it close anyway. Just secure the birdie, but I don't think I gave it the legs to get there. No, nowhere near. That was just turned off. I left that well short. A lot of times whenever I play, I always seem to end up in a similar sort of area on this green. And I tend to always blast it past the hole, so I was a little bit too cautious there that time. Can we secure the birdie? We do, and that takes us to 6 under through 6. So here is one of my all-time favourite par 3s coming up, number 7, which is 118 yards and a stroke index of 10. Playing 120 to the pin, down 9, so about 111. Now, one thing to note about this hole is, although you're taking 9 off and playing about 111, usually if you aim for that, it comes up a little bit short, so I'm only going to give about 3/4 loft. Now, on my luck, this is probably going to go long this time, now that I've gone and said that. Not bad of a strike, wobbly swing line. Might be a little bit left of the pin. Come on, sit down. No, that carried its distance nicely. Just to say, just a little bit off to the left. So number 10. Or number 10, I'm looking at bleeding 10 feet. I'm saying number 10. What is wrong with me today? Didn't get enough sleep last night. Well, I'd say this looks like it might be just about a green line. Come on, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Ah, just a little bit out. Just a little bit too much pace on that one. So drop it in for a par on number 7. So just a final little bit of information on the history of the course in the area. So the course was bought by a consortium of Japanese investors during the upswing of foreign investments in American properties in the early 1990s. The sale, however, generated controversy when it was discovered that one of the investors had alleged ties to organised crime in Japan. It was then bought by another group of Japanese investors before being sold to the Pebble Beach company several years later. So there's some history of the course and the area. Let's crack on with the round. Hole number 8, 428 yard par 4, stroke index of 4. Winds are calm, certainly not going to be taking driver off the tee here. I think I will actually just play it safe and pull it back to the 5 wood. Just in case we were to get an unintentional fast. But although plenty of room to work with, it might have been alright with the 2 wood. Bit of a longer approach, but it's downhill. It's going to be 193, roughly 186 to the pins, so greens are soft. Let's see if we can hang this 6 iron up in the air with full loft, get it to sit down nicely. That's tracking nice, bit of a push on it, which is helping me. Now if this can get a good bounce and a little bit of roll, that has got to be the best approach I have had into this green actually in quite a while. In all the times I've played this course. 5 feet for the bird, should be just left edge. And that will bring us just about, a little bit pacey that one was, but just about bring us to 7 under par through 8 holes. So final hole of the front 9, 498 yard par 4, and it's a stroke index of 6. It's playing its yardage, 498 yards to the pin today. So we can give this a good fast off the tee because it should come around to the left and then feed its way down to the right. And there's a plane speeding past in the top. There we go. So we'll have a little bit of a downhill lie, but it looks like we have the nice attackable pin. It's our central location, I think. 174 yards in, down 2, so we'll keep it 174. I think we'll do pretty similar to the previous hole. We'll just put some loft on this and just use the downslope and then hang it up in the air. Oh, I pulled that one. That could come up a little shy and go bunker. Nope, we're carried, we're onto the green. Oh, and it takes a nice little kick to the right. Is it going to feed around? Come on. Oh. Not bad, not bad. Solid approach in there. I got a little lucky there. I thought that was actually going to come up a bit short and hit the bunker. But it's left us at 13 feet for a birdie anyway. And I'd say nothing too aggressive, just over the green. Oh, did I get it? Oh! Clings onto the right edge and slings itself around the cup. Beautiful drop in for another birdie. 8 under through 9. As we head on to the 10th hole. I can't talk. I cannot talk today. 456 yard par 4. Stroke index of 7. Wind is absolutely perfect today. So similar to the previous hole, fast off the tee, should kick to the right and feed its way. Give us a nice good few extra yards on that rollout. So 327 yards off the tee. Gonna leave us with 136 in up to, so we'll keep it 136. Nice attackable pin. Put a little bit of loft on just for the hop. Solid strike, not bad. A little bit of a pull at the bottom of it, but should be decent nonetheless. And that'll do. Maybe just a little bit less loft, would have been a bit closer to the hole, but I mean it's only 8 feet, so I'm not going to complain. Oh, turn. Ooh, just about turned enough. So another birdie takes us to 9 under par through 10. Hole number 11, 392 yard par 4, stroke index of 9. So yeah, just a regular. Perfect off the tee here. Good swing line. And this should leave us somewhere around about lob wedge into the green. Maybe a lofted sand wedge. So 96, playing about 100. So yeah, that's going to be a lofted sand wedge. Pretty much almost fully lofted. We're on a bit of an upslope. Pushed it again. So it's a little bit further right. But checks up nicely. A few inches of backspin out of it, but leaves us about 6 feet for the bird. Dead on. I actually thought that I kind of underhit that and I was going to turn a bit too much, but it is in for another birdie, and that will take us to 10 under par. Hole number 12, 214 yard par 3, stroke index of 1, hardest hole on the course, but a nice attackable pin. Shouldn't hopefully have to worry about any of the bunkers. 209, it's going to be playing about 201, so we'll drop it down to the 5 iron, and I think we will just put a little touch of loft on. Bit of a push on that one again, but it should be on the green. Might actually get a little kick to the left here. Actually, it might not get on. Oh, just crept its way on there. Just that push again, just knocked a yard or so off it. 26 feet for the birdie. Sizable break on this one, so I think we'll go about 2 line, just aim to get it close. Nah, that's breaking way too hard. I can stop any time at once though. So provided we drain it, first par of the back 9. Here we go, nothing at all to worry about there. And we'll hold at 10 under par. As we head on to hole number 13, which is a 440 yard par 4, stroke index of 5. And we should be good. Just smash it off the tee here. Not with a very fast though, but no, it's alright, it's not going to come around too much. Should be leaving us with hopefully no more than a pitch and wedge in. 147, alright, that's almost pretty much actually a straight up 9 iron, put a little touch on it. Bit of a pull on that one, but otherwise solid strike. The wind is pulling it back around. Don't think I needed that loft. Gonna get a little bounce. Good bounce. Come on. Sat very quick. Leaves us 13 feet up 4. Judging by the speed, yeah, we'll go green line on this. Come on, turn in. Turn in. Oh, just about. Clings onto the right edge again. And that will take us to 11 under par, is it? 11 under par. As we head on to hole number 14, 569 yard par 5, stroke index of 11. I always remember the Tiger Woods games, you could take it straight over those trees, but I'm not doing that here. So again, I'll try and get as much yardage off it. With a proper fast this time, not very fast. Not going to get there in 2, I don't think. I actually don't think I've ever gotten this green in 2. If this should be the pin location just behind, yeah, just behind the bunker, I can see it there. Not sure if it's the closer one to the bunker or the further one, but anytime it's in that pin location, I've never gotten there in 2. 253 up 10, or up 31 should I say, so add about 10 on there. So it's about 263 to the pin. There's no point on trying to attack it, so we'll just hit the 5 wood up to here, just hit a little flop shot onto the green. Oh, flicky push at the top. Should be fine though. It's actually going to be a bit of an awkward lie depending on where it settles down here. Don't think that's going to be too bad. 35 up 2, so about 37. So we'll just put a touch of loft on. But again, oh, perfect, perfect. Come on, sit quick. Sit, sit, sit. That's that little slope behind the pin. Didn't want to put any more loft on there though, I ran the risk of just catching the rough. But I think this should play pretty straight. That didn't turn to the right. Oh, and it just misses. Should have seen that one. As again, this is another hole, I always end up in that sort of, that general area on the green. So I should have known better for that. That it wouldn't have taken that little bit of break, unfortunately. But hole number 15, 396 yard par 4, stroke index of 15 as well. So I think, yeah, gonna kick to the left. So just perfect off the tee here. Oh, that pulled a little bit. Flirting with the bunker. Carried it. We're fine. Little bit of a tense moment there. Just thankfully didn't underhit it, so just barely had enough in it to carry. Leaves us with 63 yards, so I'll tell you what, we'll go 57. 57 with a touch of D-loft. Decent swing, not bad. A little bit of a push-pull on the swing line, but trickles up the hole nicely and leaves us no more than 4 feet. Which it is indeed bang on. Little to nothing in that put on, so just drop that in and that will finally take us to 12 under par. As we head on to hole number 16, 407 yard par 4, stroke index of 13. And yeah, just perfect off the tee here. Nope. We might get, no, that's gonna, judging by the camera angle, we're definitely going to be in the rough here, I think. Yeah, hopefully just the light just into the edge of the first cut there. So we shouldn't have too much problems getting onto the green anyway. Should be able to get it up and over this tree. It's playing about 95. But I think we will club it up and we'll loft it right up. Just let that marker move down. Oh, that's a bad push. Oh, it's not going too far though. That's why I always aim out until the marker moves whenever I'm fully lofting. Because I do usually push them. I've mentioned that a few times in previous videos that I do usually push whenever I fully loft the shots, but even with the wind as well, it helps to track it around. What's left was a 10 feet. Should turn and just in nicely, and that will take it to 13 under par with 2 holes to play. Final par 3 of the course, hole number 17, 195 yards and the stroke index of 3, 192, playing about 189 to the pin. So maybe a touch of D-loft just for that 3 mile per hour wind, otherwise 6 iron should be fine. Not a bad swing. It's heading right for it. Oh, stay up, stay up. That's going to kick left. Oh no, kicks right instead. Now there's a bit of a slope here, kind of come back down. Does, we'll just speed this up. Alright, going to be a lengthy putt, somewhere around 20 feet maybe. 18, wasn't too far off. Maybe 1.5, going by the curl of the beads there. Or the curve, the line that I'm tracing anyway with the beads. Did I get it right? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, on another day. On another day, that would have dropped in. Ah, well. Just one hole to play, and it is a par 5 with that famous tree in the fairway. See if we can get an eagle to finish things off and finish at 15 under par. That'll be a great finish to it. So we'll actually be laying back towards the tree and we'll give it a fast again. But anyway, yeah. Hole, I didn't say it. Hole 18, 517 yard par 5 with a stroke index of 17. That's a nice fast off the tee. Beautiful view of the Pacific. And that looks to be the central sort of pin location, maybe towards the back. So more than attackable. 210, playing about 213. So this is perfect for just a flat, straight up 4-iron. It's a solid swing. The wind is taking it around and the green does feed left to right, so hopefully you can get a good bounce and a roll. Go on. Go on, be good. Get up there nice and close. That is beautiful. Inside 10 feet for an eagle. 8 feet to finish off Pebble Beach. And to finish off my top 5 RCRs. Oh. I just put a bit too much on. It's just down the right as well. A bit of a push on it. But I will take the birdie and finish at 14 under par. So that has been my top 5, my personal top 5 RCRs in the Golf Club 2019. I hope you have enjoyed this little series leading up to the end of the Golf Club 2019's life cycle, heading in towards PGA Tour 2K21. If you managed to make it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, take care, have yourselves a good one, and bye for now.